Hey everyone, welcome to the channel and to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. So I do have another channeled message. This is going to be for Divine Masculines. What I was told was this. Your ancestors have been trying to connect with you in a very profound way, okay? It's like they're really wanting to share some insights with you. There's some things they want you to understand. Particularly when it comes to certain habitual practices, traits, behaviors, right? Something that can be seen throughout the generations of your family, okay? There's something in particular that's almost become like a generational curse, or it may have, right? That needs to be broken. And so they are essentially wanting to bring you some insights and some messages to help you do that. The main thing they wanted to really hit home was that they don't want you to perpetuate the same things that they did, okay? They want you to learn from their mistakes. That's the key theme that's been coming through. They really want you to learn from their mistakes so you can change the precedent, right? You can set a new precedent, and so that the future generations to come are not burdened with these same issues, right? So they're essentially entrusting you to do this work. They believe you absolutely can, and I feel you absolutely can as well, okay? So we're going to look into this in more detail to see what exactly they want you to focus upon, right? What is it that they're highlighting for you, Divine Masculine? Wow, my cards just went absolutely flying. So we have Kitesh, Sacred Lust. Okay, give me a second to just get my cards because, wow, they just flew. And I'm back. Sorry about that. My cards went absolutely flying then. So there was a few that turned over, but, you know, we're just going to keep going because, yeah, it was a real mess how they just went flying then. Tell me more. What is it that they're highlighting for the Divine Masculine? What is it in particular they want to highlight to the Divine Masculine? Okay, we have Mame Kumba Bang, Speak Up. Queen Nandi, Intuition. Nunde, the Truth. Okay. Tell me more. Marie Laveau, Good Juju. And Abonimba, Harvest. And at the bottom of the deck we have Mama Jumbo, Shine. Okay. Yeah. So, essentially, right, what your ancestors want you to know is that you do have a divine inheritance, okay? Yes, there may be inheritance as in finances, assets that are passed down to you by passed on loved ones. Yes, I feel like some of you guys are about to inherit something on that level as well, but it's more than that. This is speaking on divine inheritance, okay? A lot of the time people speak about divine inheritance as if it's always something material. No, this transcends the material. This is speaking on your divine inheritance when it comes to, again, establishing a precedent, a legacy that's going to live on in your name way after you've left this plane, right? It's about the principles that you live by. It's about the standards that you set. It's about how you're raising the vibration of your bloodline and clearing out karmic contracts once and for all. It's about liberating your ancestors, okay? Speaking up on their behalf, taking a stand where they were not able to do so. Especially where, you know, if you come from a background where there was such a thing as arranged marriages, arranged relationships, if it was all about, you know, back scratching, you know, sort of coming into unions or partnerships with people based on status or wealth or, you know, political, social influence, okay? That is all being highlighted strongly, okay? Because those types of ties are not necessarily high vibrational at all. Actually, in a lot of cases, those ties are not. So this is speaking on, you know, the ties that you have, the soul ties, the connections, the partnerships that you establish that are based on divine principles, that are based on divine connections, okay? What is divinely guided, which is divinely authorized, and not what is essentially going to make you look good in the 3D, okay? Because I feel like previous generations of your bloodline made that mistake, okay? They got into soul contracts with people who may have had influence, power, that may have been connected, that may have had a lot of money, or that, you know, essentially just look good, okay? But they were not exactly the best partner to have, the best people to go into partnership with. You know, it could have even ended in some very bad betrayals or some shady things that happen behind the scenes, okay, where there were injustices caused to your relatives, okay? Even in cases where your relatives were part of those injustices, they're wanting to liberate themselves from possibly some karma that they didn't get to clear, you know, through the work that you do, right? Because not everyone reincarnates, right? Not everyone chooses to transition. Some people are actually given the opportunity to remain in the ethers, to act as guides, right? And I feel like some of those people have, because they believe that they can do a better job guiding you from that plane, right? Than if they were to come down and possibly like perpetuate the same mistakes. They believe you are the difference. You're the one to do it, okay? So you are literally being selected by your ancestors to break those chains, to make healthy choices, to make good choices, okay? Hence good juju being here, right? Connecting with people of the light, people who are trying to heal, uplift, support, right? People that mean you well, people that literally represent, you know, the divine, right? And the positive changes that you wish to bring into your life and the lives of your family, and, you know, sort of the shift that you're being a part of. You want to make sure that the people you align yourself with romantically, in business, like work, in your friendship groups, right, in your community, are of the same type of mindset and frequency, and not looking to perpetuate these negative ways of doing things and negative situations and karmic cycles, right? So essentially the divine is asking you to do a big cleanup operation at this time, and to really and thoroughly look at all areas of your life, especially when it comes to your sexual partners, okay, your romantic partners, okay? That has been highlighted very, very strongly, because for some of you, you have been in a karmic cycle with a karmic feminine for a long time, and your ancestors are they're not happy about it, put it that way, okay? So instead of surrendering your power to someone who is abusing it, right, someone who hasn't done the work, someone who isn't doing anything, right, to clear up their own generational curses and clear out their own karma, instead of being in a situation where you're just going to further perpetuate those things, you are being asked to literally take a stand here, speak up, speak your truth, right? Be honest, and not allow this person to rule your life just based on the fact that you have some kind of soul tie, or because you are sexually attracted to this person, or because you feel like you can't get away from this person, right? Because you have some kind of push-pull dynamic, right? Or some kind of trauma bond, or even because of some kind of like spell work being involved. It doesn't matter. You're stronger than all of that, okay? You know if this connection is truly divine or not. And if you look at it really objectively, can you say this is a divine partnership? If you can't, then you know what you need to do. Because otherwise, nothing changes, right? And you're not, I'm telling you, you're not going to have access to these blessings. And you know it. You know it. You're not going to have access to these blessings until you remove yourself from karmic situations. Yeah. Because your ancestors are not going to unlock these blessings when they know exactly where it's going to go, to a karmic. No. They're not going to do that, right? Not when you have a divine feminine, you know, who is like exactly the type of person that, you know, you want to be in partnership with, right? It exhibits all the traits that you're looking for in a divine partner, right? They're out there. Whether you've met them or not is irrelevant, but they're out there. But you're not going to meet them if you keep feeding into something that is very base, right? Base energies, where there's nothing more than the sexual chemistry, or the fact that you're trauma bonding, or the fact that, you know, you had history with this person at some point, right? Like, or you have history with this person. And that, you know, you're both so comfortable and used to doing things a certain way. No. Because there is a sacred connection that you're supposed to be a part of. Yeah. And I'm telling you now, the intimacy you'll have with your divine feminine will far exceed that with the karmic. And it won't be just lust-based, right? There'll be love in it as well. So it'll be more potent, it'll be more powerful. It will have like a very healing and uplifting effect on your spirit when you're intimate with your person. And it not just being about, you know, pleasure and then feeling deflated afterwards, you know, like, no. This will actually uplift your spirit. Yeah. And who knows, maybe you'll form a family of your own. Like I say, maybe there'll be other generations to come as a result of this union, you know. I feel like for some of you, that's what's being highlighted here. Like, hey, you have a divine feminine that you're supposed to start a family with. You're supposed to, you know, usher in this legacy, usher in these divine blessings, right? There is abundance that has your name on it, but they can't come into the ethers while you're still playing with karmic energies, right? Yeah. So it's really time to reflect on where you're at with that, you know. Because for some of you, yeah, you're still wrapped up in a karmic situation. For others of you, you know, you've already cleared out the karmics of your life, but you may know who your feminine is, but you're too afraid to approach. You're too afraid to speak your truth about why you've been distant, or why you've not come forward, or what was the situation, right? That put you at a distance from your feminine, or where you're at emotionally, and why you don't feel like maybe it's the right time for you to, you know, offer something serious, right? But you're being encouraged to speak your truth and to be honest, right? To stop hiding it. You already know what it is you need to do. The thing is as well, your feminine already knows on some level what your struggles are, because they are intuitive. Just like you're intuitive, so is your feminine. They know you're struggling. They know that you're in this weird space right now where you are closing out these karmic cycles. You know, you're about to jump into the new timeline, but it's like time's ticking. Because for a lot of you, your feminine has already done it, right? To be honest with you, from what I see here, your feminine's already done it. But it's up to you to do it for yourself, right? Not to just catch up with the feminine. No, you need to do it for yourself. And also for your ancestors, you know. If you do have a close relationship with your ancestors, if you care about clearing, you know, karmic debts, generational curses, right? So you and your ancestors are free of that energy, and it doesn't get perpetuated with your children, their children, right? If you decide to have children, then, you know, now is the time. Now is the time to be honest up front, live your truth, speak your truth, right? Take a stand. And to not fall into partnerships and situations that don't truly serve you. Yeah, it's your time to shine. But it's up to you to do the work. So these cards aren't meant to be in reverse. It's just, you know, they scattered everywhere. It is your time to shine, right? Yeah. There is a lot of blessings with your name on it that are waiting for you, but they're waiting for you to step forward and be ready to claim them. And for a lot of you, you've been on this long process of having to face your shadow, okay? And understand that the experiences that you're going through is teaching you not just about what needs to change in your life, what is being perpetuated since childhood, but also the things that happened with previous generations, right? And how that's being mirrored and reflected and repeated in your life. So you have an opportunity to take some valuable lessons from this, right? And use it to transform your situation, transform your life, right? You're not supposed to be living a life of oppression. You're not supposed to be living a burdened life. You're not supposed to be, you know, at the beck and call of someone who doesn't even care about you, right? Not truly. You're supposed to be in alignment with someone who's a true counterpart, a partner, right? Someone who matches you in frequency, right? Where you are uplifting each other, supporting each other as you heal yourselves, as you raise your frequency, as you evolve, as you become more present, more embodied in the now, rather than always thinking back to the past and perpetuating that, you know? Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, with this card here, Allah grief. You know, it's been all about having to do the shadow work, having to face those painful truths, having to accept what is not for you, having to understand why certain things played out the way they did. Yeah. And I'm telling you now, you know, your ancestors have been trying to reveal something to you. Significant. Something significant is going to be brought to your attention with the Queen of Sheba, secrets revealed. Yeah. But some of you, you're going to find out that the person that you're with has been your biggest adversary, right? Or the karmic that you keep running back to, or the karmic that you keep messing around with when you said you weren't going to anymore. They've been your biggest adversary for some of you. Yeah. For others of you, this person's whole intention has been to stop you from being with your divine counterpart, to make you miss out, to stop you from healing and growing and transforming, because they refuse to do so. Yeah. For others of you, you're going to find out other things pertaining to family affairs, right? That's going to be difficult. Especially that, you know, your family did on some level. Some of you, your family sold out big time, you know. All for status, money, power, influence, things of that nature. Yeah. And that's why your ancestors are trying to reach out to you saying, hey, don't make the same mistakes we did. It's up to you to clear, you know, the generational karma. It's up to you to break the chains, right? Because especially if you're like from a family that's very affluent, okay, you may find out some truths about where this affluence really came from. And not only that, you may find out some truths as to who these people are that are connected to your family and what they're truly about, what they're truly connected to, right? That go against like your principles. That may go against like, you know, your morals. So it's like, are you still gonna allow these people to have influence over your life, to be connected to your life, to dictate your life? That's what you need to decide, you know. You may even find out that those people may even be responsible for some of the things that happened to your ancestors, passed on loved ones. That's not going to be an easy pill to swallow. Yeah. Especially if your connection to any of these people has afforded you a comfortable lifestyle. So, what are you going to do? But everything has its time and its place and its season at the end of the day. So, I feel like this is your time to be brought into a space of true clarity, okay? You're having a lot of things illuminated to you, and there's more that's going to come out if you're open to receiving the truth, because your ancestors want you to have the truth, okay? Yeah. Anything else pertaining to this? Anything else pertaining to this? The Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. The Two of Cups. The Ten of Cups. The Nine of Wands with the Tower and the Four of Swords. Yeah. Six of Wands. So that's the thing, you know. I feel like this has been a long road of self-discovery, as well as finding out secrets and truths pertaining to your family, to those who've already transitioned, those around you. Again, partnerships as well, relationships. And it's like, even though it's not going to be easy to confront these truths, I feel like a lot of you are going to do it, okay? Yes, it will bring a tower. It will bring a tower it will bring a tower moment to your life, right? There will be some relationships that come to an end. There will be some family dynamics that cease to exist, right? You will cut ties with certain family members when the truth comes out. Some of you, like I say, you will leave karmic partners behind. Yeah. But if you want to succeed, if you want to be victorious, if you want to ascend, if you want to evolve, if you want to be the best version of yourself, if you want to receive what is rightfully yours, your blessings, you have to be willing to confront the ugly and painful truths about who has actually been a foe to you rather than an ally. And unfortunately for some of you, it is the people you call your partner. For some of you, it is the people you call family. Yeah. So it's not going to be easy. Especially, like, say, for some of you extended family members. This isn't always direct, like, you know, immediate family. This can even be people that are part of your extended family, or people that you've grown up around, that you've always considered as family, but you're understanding why they were such an integral part of, you know, your community, how they were connected to your family. And it's going to be shocking. It's going to be upsetting, right? The role that they actually played. And some of these people, some of the people closest to you are your biggest adversaries, right? But it's teaching you, it's training you, it's strengthening you, it's conditioning you, it's preparing you for the road to come. Page of Swords. Learning from this experience and coming out of the other side victorious, right? But there are going to be tough decisions that need to be made with the Judgment card, Sagittarius energy. If you want to receive your blessings, Nine of Pentacles, if you want to remain in blessed energy, if you want to essentially open the portal to your birthright, you have to face this first. There is no way around it. You can't spiritually bypass this, right? No. The only way to get to the other side is through, okay? So you've got to go through this moment. You're going to have to face it head on. I know it's not pleasant. I'm not going to say to you like, oh, this is easy. It's not. Trust me. I know it's not. I've been there myself. I've had to face really hard truths about certain people that I considered a partner or family in the past, you know. It's not easy, but this is necessary. And believe me, if you do this, it will change your life. Yeah. You'll be in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Blessed, right? Supported, guided. You're supported and guided anyway, but it's like you will see how much the divine was actually trying to help you, how much your ancestors and your guides are trying to lead you to what's of your highest good. That's what this is for, you know? It's for your own good. It's not pleasant, but it is for your highest good. So you can receive what's truly yours, right? And not be held back by people who don't even mean you well. And we've literally got it here. These people do not mean you well. These people that have been lurking around your family, connected to your family, extended family, immediate family, partners, whatever, right? Whoever these people are to you, it's different for different people, but you're gonna gain some real harsh truths about it. And the idea isn't so that you get into some kind of confrontation, no. But it's so you're aware, so you understand, so you learn, right? Yeah. And so that once you have the information, you can move accordingly. Because that's the problem. There's certain things that you're still not completely like aware of yet. And that's why your ancestors are saying, listen, if you really want the truth, if you really want to change your life, you need to brace yourself for that, because it's not always going to be easy, right? And in this case, whatever this is that's coming to light, it won't be. Yeah. It may even get you down for a time. You may feel like you don't have anyone for you in your corner. You may be stressed, right? But you will move through this energy, right? Because I'm telling you, there is a new chapter about to unfold in your life, right? The divine is opening a new timeline for you. But you need to be strong and prepared to face the truth head on. If you do that, the Lovers, you'll be able to start this new timeline and connect with your true divine counterpart. But ultimately, you know, the choice is yours. No one can force you to do this. But either way, I do feel like there is divine intervention in play, in that something is going to be brought down in your life. There is a foundation that's coming to an end. Yep. And the truth will come out. But it's to liberate you. It's to free you. Because like I said, you're not supposed to be oppressed. You're not supposed to be carrying the weight and the burden of, you know, other people's choices. Regardless if that's your ancestors, your family, right? That's not the role you're supposed to play. Your role is to create a new foundation, right? To drop those burdens, to make different choices, right? To annul certain contracts and ties, right? And start anew, build something else. Yeah. Two of Wands, this has been a major energy in the readings. It's all about choices. The path is opening to you. But it's up to you whether you want to traverse it or not. And what you get as a result will depend on where you invest your time and your energy. What you choose to pour into. So the choice is yours, divine masculine, right? You are in the driver's seat at this time, where the magician energy, right? Your blessings are already yours for the taking, but you've got to choose it, right? So I'm just saying, for those who resonate with this, just brace yourself, because I feel like over the coming weeks, there's going to be at least one major truth that comes out pertaining to a soul tie that you have with some kind of karmic partner or romantic partner, and possibly family dynamics as well, right? Yeah. Or this could even speak on a situation with a sibling, okay, for some of you. That card shouldn't be in there, I just saw that, okay? For some of you, this will speak on a sibling, right? If not a relationship, or what do I want to say? If not a relationship, or like some kind of karmic situation you've been in. But it's very close to home, Four of Wands, yeah. And it pertains to people outside of the home as well. So it involves, like I say, like a sibling or someone in your immediate family, or like a karmic partner or something like that, and people outside of that, so extended family or people that are connected to your family through some, you know, social, political or financial ties or something like that, okay? But it will free you, okay? So I hope this helps. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you found it useful, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, click the notifications bell, click all, so you don't miss any of your upcoming readings. But for now, I'm wishing you guys all the best, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.